The Clone Trooper 1st Royal Battalion has set up defenses along these canyon walls. It is mostly an infantry defense, as vehicles cannot fit through the rocky terrain. However, lighter weapons are usable, such as these standard machine guns. But will they be enough to destroy the horde of droids coming forward to seize the canyon walls? Only time will tell. Yo, what up, gamers? It's your boy, Daily Tactics here, back with some Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War Mod, and we got a new map today, baby. Captain Orange is back at it again with just some stellar map creation here. He has made a, basically, labyrinth with this river in the middle. It's totally dope. It's a rock labyrinth with a Republic fortress at the end. The 1st Royal Infantry is defending this labyrinth slash fortress here. These are, of course, a fictional Clone Legion, but they look so dope. I like to use them every once and a while. But we will see if the 1st Royal Infantry Legion manages to defend against a whole swamp of battle droids that are going to be coming forward from multiple different angles. It should be a really cool battle, and I'm very excited to see who ends up winning. Will the Clone Troopers be able to defend the fortress and the labyrinth, or will the droids break through and crush the Republic's spirits? Only time will tell. Of course, Lord Gonk is on this map, per usual. Captain Orange likes to do his little Easter eggs, which I love. Here's Lord Gonk right here with his ship, and then we've got the medical droid hiding out in his little Sith cavern over here, and there's his ship right there. Love the Easter eggs. I think those are so fun. Either way, guys, without further ado, we're gonna get this thing going, and we're gonna see who ends up winning this battle. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already. We're trying our best to get 260K by the end of the year. Not sure if it's possible, but hey, it's worth a try. Smash the like button if you have not already. Let's try and get 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours. And comment down below what kind of Men of War battles you'd like to see for Thursday's Men of War video. Also, thank you to my Patreon member. It's a Goodyear brick link. Really appreciate your support on Patreon. If you guys want to become patrons and get a shout out, link in the description below. But without further ado, guys, let's get this thing going. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2, all of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alright, my fellow gaming warlords, let's go ahead and press start right here and check out how this clone defensive line holds out. Incoming fire for the preliminary defenses here. Just absolutely wrecking house. These clones are getting heavily suppressed. They're getting beat up. Man, this is not looking too good for our clone troopers who were stuck in the front lines here. You know, someone's got to do it, but you're bound to die if you're the one to do it. It's tough out here. I mean, look, most of these early blockades here getting absolutely tossed around. Even the DC-15X sniper there only manages to get a few shots off before he too dies, and the droids really have only lost 3 or 4 soldiers in this confrontation. They are really going for the all-out war method here and just wiping out the clone trooper lines. At least right here, that's what's happening. Let's check out the other lines. Yep, over in this little outpost, it happened as well. And of course, down the middle, it's not looking too good. It's in fact quite dicey for the clone troopers. The droids just going all in full force immediately. However, this is going to be a long haul battle. The clone troopers need to last for a long time, get a lot of kills at a lot of different situations in order to win this thing. It's not going to be a single stopping point where they do end up winning. It could drag on to the very end of the battlefield at the fortress itself before we actually see who ends up being the victor here. It will definitely be a long haul battle overall. More clone troopers over here going down as the droids try and take this little dam, this like rock dam, I guess, and cross on over it. I think they can walk across it. Yeah, it seems like it. There's even more clones over here, but the droids just sort of stopped short and walked away before engaging with them, but they did take out the clone troopers on this little outpost rock over here, so that's an F in the chat right there for those boyos. Very sad. More clones fighting over here. Come on, lads. Give it your all. All we ask is your life. That's all the Republic wants from you is your life. Nothing more, nothing less. We just want you to sacrifice yourself for the greater good, for the cause, for the Republic, baby. Nothing more. It's a pretty simple request, but that's it. You know, fulfill it. You know, die for the Republic and we'll be happy and you'll have done your duty. It's really not a lot. You know, we're asking very, very little here. Come on, dude. Either way, more droids running on through here and getting killed. Actually, this little tiny knoll is doing some serious work for the clone troopers. These yellow boys over here just clapping droid cheeks left and right, and they don't even have like a very influential position. One of them does end up going down right there, but look, this doesn't lead to anywhere. These clone troopers are just sort of chilling here, not protecting anything, but the fact that they're able to sort of shoot the droids in the back is resulting in them being extraordinarily effective. The entrance to the bridge over here is down for the count, and I think that's actually mainly due to the fact that these droids over here started flanking these clone troopers and wiping them out from the back. They probably would have held if it was just the frontal assault they'd have to deal with, but instead they got attacked in the rear, in the booty as well. We've still got one machine gun here, but it is about to get fully flanked here as these droids around the corner after taking out the clone troopers next to the machine gun. So bye-bye. Basically, we're just waiting for the execution to occur here. Droids, you know, taking their time here now, and there we go. They begin to fire out once again. The machine gun's still focusing frontwards. Actually, over here, we've got some more damage going down to the droid army. The droids do manage to kill those 4 clones, but those 4 clones got like 10 droid kills, so they definitely did their duty for the Republic. Looks like the droids over here did manage to take out that position, and now they are beginning on the largest bridge position that the clones currently hold. They've got 2 machine guns here, a whole lot of clone troopers, some DC-15X snipers, some DC-19 machine guns. They've got a very chonky monkey arsenal over here to utilize in this battle. So this will be a tough position, I think, for the droids to take. Bad camera clipping. There we go. The camera in this game, man, it is poo-poo sometimes. It can be real poo-poo, but it's okay. We sorted it out. Either way, the droids beginning their march forward. They are going for a massive cluster strike here, and the clones are ready for it for the most part. They might get wiped out, but as long as the clones, I think, get like 20 kills or so here, I think we're going to be in business for potentially a Republic victory, because if the clones can knock out at least a couple of droids here, you know, a couple of squads of droids, then the fortress defense further back will have an easier time and will then be able to pick up the slack that the forward position sort of lost. It's about sort of making up some of the numbers that the clones are losing right now with these big grandiose stands, and it seems to be working for the most part. Lots of dead droids on this bridge area here. They are getting really close, but the clones are knocking them out as they get closer, so things are looking okay. A lot of the big guns do appear to be down. I'm seeing no more DC-15Xs or DC-19, so those are big losses for the clone troopers, but we still got some DC-15As in there, as well as these machine guns, which are still being touted by these clone troopers and firing away pretty nicely. So hopefully a few more droids will die here. If the droids get close enough, some of these clones, we could see them using some grenades, which would be very helpful and could result in a lot of droid deaths. Basically, if we get like 5 more droid kills here, I'd be more than happy. Droids still pushing on forward. The clones, for some reason, not really dying here. The droids aren't actually firing too much. That's a big grenade, though, right there. That's going to wipe out that machine gun position. Oh, that guy did like a backflip. Oh, and he landed on that rock. Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie. But we still got 1 machine gun left alive over here. So that's nice for the clone troopers. Bit of a glitchy spot. I think for some reason the droids can't really fire. It must be like some sort of weird hitbox thing, I'm guessing. I don't know. Perhaps, mayhaps, but continue forward. They do. Another pretty cheeky grenade right there from the droids does manage to dislodge that position and kill that guy. In fact, his body just disintegrated from that thermal detonator. There goes the machine gun right there. It is down for the count, and this position does in fact fall. There is one trooper right here, you can see, laying down behind some cover, but I doubt he manages to do all that much. Even some of the further back positions for the clone troopers here have gone down in this massive strike from the battle droids. The left side over here, though, still standing pretty tall. Let's check out the losses that the droids took during that push. It looks like maybe 10 or 15 droids ended up dying. Not as good as I had hoped for, but still pretty decent. This appears to be the bulk of the battle droids. There's some stragglers left behind here, but it seems like, yeah, the bulk force is right there. Actually, there's another big bulk force over this way, but they haven't even gotten through all of their clone troopers over here yet, so that's good for the clones, I suppose. We'll see if they do manage to get through, but it looks like that bridge defense did do pretty well in the long term here for the clone trooper army, and we might manage to actually see the clones turn this thing around and defeat the droids outright. Still got some time to see that, I would say, but things are getting riskier and riskier for the clone troopers the further back the droids get, but ditto for the droids as they lose more and more troopers. Pretty mass slaughter here for these droids. Tons of scrap metal being created by the incoming laser fire from the clone troopers, destroying a whole lot of these clankas and managing to turn them into dust. Love to see it, but the droids do still continue forward. It looks like the guys on the flank over here for the clones are getting suppressed, which is not good. That's usually the hallmark of a defeated position right there. Once you start getting suppressed, it's hard to come back from that, so those guys might be down for the count. Also, the front entrance to the fortress similarly getting suppressed. They do have some heavy hitters here. DC-15Xs, DC-17Ms, heck, a minigun. That's a pretty decent weapon. The clipping in this camera positioning is not good. Yeah, big guns here, but, you know, despite having big guns, suppression can influence the battle and is sort of bringing him down a peg. Can hear that minigun rattling off some shots. It doesn't do high damage, but it does do, you know, obviously very rapid damage, so that thing can be deadly as long as it's continuously firing, but it doesn't seem to be continuously firing. This guy is, you know, popping up, firing, and then dropping down pretty rapidly. He needs to just get a constant spray out to dissuade the clone trooper forces from getting suppressed around him, you know, boost his allies. He did just die right there, and then also dissuade the droids from pushing too far forward. That DZ-15X trooper seems to be doing some work. He's gotten a number of kills I've seen, but even with his work, it's going to be tough to maintain this position. These guys over here to the right of that position still alive, and these guys over here as well. The droids never really attacked over here, so those guys are going to be staying alive for the time being. Maybe they can get a few kills and redirect their forces towards the main lines instead of the flanks there, where the flanks never really ended up getting attacked all that much, to be honest. Alright, let's look at the deaths for the droids again. Now we're starting to see some damage to the droid army. This is big. This amount of losses is very, very nice, and it is going to set up the Republic for a solid defense within the fortress itself, where there are, of course, a lot more choke points and whatnot to utilize and maybe get more big losses for the droids coming through. But the outside defenses are, in fact, going down. They're not going to be able to hold for very much longer. It really do be the way of the Clone Wars here. I'm going to take a sip of some water. Remember to be a hydro homie here, boys. It's spicy water. Seltzer. Seltzer. I do like seltzer water, you know? It is nice to get some, you know, other flavors in there while still hydrating, you know? It's very, very nice. You got to love it. All right. Droids pushing the flanks now. This should be pretty easy for the droids to take, I'd imagine. Mainly because most of these flanked troopers are facing the wrong way. You know, they were expecting attacks from over here, which are coming. To be fair, there are some droids attacking over here. And these guys are, in fact, in business fighting them. However, you know, if these droids are going to start flanking them, then their backs will be completely exposed to the droids. And probably get delivered a good bit of pain here. So here we go, the droids creeping up on them. Beginning to fire. The clones do react by turning around, but again, they are exposed to the droids. They might be able to get some droid kills here, and they're doing some damage, that's for sure. But having trouble actually nailing any droids down, getting kills. There's a Magna Guard kill, there's a B1 battle droid kill. So they are doing a little bit here, but not as much as I think they'd like to be doing. Whoa! Belch! Welcome to Belcher Town, baby. Population me. Spicy water always gives me the burps, man. I'm telling you, it's the fizz, it's the bubbles. It creates a reaction. Yes. All right, more droids flanking, popping these clones, getting the downs, getting the kills. It's tragic for the clone army, but very good for the droid army. There's really just like 3 dudes over here who are sort of laying on the ground. I'm not sure if the droids will even fully attack them. Maybe these guys will, but the guys in the main camp over here, it looks like they're gonna pivot and start heading inside. What is this random fire? Where's this coming from? Oh, it is these 3 guys. Okay. Looks like they killed a droid who was sort of mountain climbing there. The mountain climbing division. They got spikes on their little droid hooves. Their droid feet. They got spikes so they can, you know, mountain climb a little bit. It's recreational, but also helpful in case of war in the mountains. You know, it's a good leisure activity and it gets you in shape. All right, these droids like were starting to pin down these guys, but then just kind of noped out of there. They were like, maybe not. Maybe not. Who cares? All right, are we finally gonna see the inner fortress assault here? They're really caught up on these 3 guys, but they won't commit to attacking them. Huh. Oh, actually, some of the guys in the fortress here firing out at, a mountain climbing commando droid. Very interesting. That's actually kind of cool. I never expected those guys to be able to sort of like fire outwards of the hangar bay area there, but they actually are, and they kill the droid there, and very nice. But now they're going to be attracting the droids into the base here, which is probably a good thing for the battle. Probably not a good thing for the clones, you know, they kind of want them out of the base. This is going to be cheeky, though, so check this out. This little area, you can set up clones there, and then they can fire as the droids come up the stairs, which is kind of big. Like, the droids will come up the stairs, these guys will fire at them in the back and kill them, maybe even grenade the stairs a little bit. It'll be big chungus, very, very cool. All right, these 3 clone troopers are literally distracting the entirety of the droid army. I'm going to push them out and make them go into like a bit of a last stand here. Of course, they'll have a chance. They're going to get behind some cover, but just to get the droids back on track a little bit. Oh, incoming droid fire. Yep, they're dead. Okay, there we go. Finally, now the droids can begin their assault on the fortress without worrying about the rest of those clones there, and you know, we can proceed with the battle a little bit. But the droids are still doofing around a little bit. Come on, guys, come on. Let's focus up here. Let's see. What if we go in fast motion? Are you guys ever gonna attack? Boys, what is going on? Y'all goofing. They be straight up goofing. You're supposed to be attacking here, fellas. Attack. Up the stairs. Oh, maybe. Are we gonna see an attack here? Maybe not. Alright, you know what? I'm sending a squad up there, and hopefully that causes everyone to sort of converge. Wait, can they not go up these steps? What the heck? Wait, why can't they go up these steps? Is there a glitch? Do I need to delete this or something? Why can't they go up here? Oh no, now they can. Okay, I think that was a glitch in that those things were, for whatever reason, glitching the doorway, which is interesting. But there we go. Now the droids can finally attack. I guess there was a reason that the AI didn't want to attack there because, well, they couldn't. There's an invisible wall stopping them. All right, either way, that first squad I sent in did go down pretty badly. It looks like the droids actually did find a secondary path up here. I never actually realized they could attack from here, and so they managed to actually cut off the clones from the back. Clones did hold out pretty okay here against that little mini attack, but they did lose some troopers. They won, but lost a bit. Okay, more droids finally starting to attack these stairs now that this path is actually open to them. And these dudes at the top of the stairs, again, like I said, able to grenade down, able to shoot them in the back. It's pretty nice, but actually that guy ends up getting shot, so they didn't end up being even all that effective. And the droids beginning their little blitzkrieg method here. This is definitely how you handle a choke point, but even with that, this is a very strong choke point. And it's resulting in a whole lot of droid deaths. I am kind of proud of the droids being able to make it so far up here, you know, and actually get behind cover, but simultaneously they are getting kind of crushed by the clone troopers. The droids need to start getting more fire out, actually get some clone kills, but that's easier said than done, of course, and the clones are managing to just absolutely wipe them. Clones even have a machine gun right there, a static one that will be very, very helpful. Not to mention there's still clones in this side room, so these guys might actually be able to grenade down that way if they think to. I'm not entirely sure if they will, but we'll see. It's always possible. Let's check out the flank again. It looks like there are still a couple of droids over here, but they're not really assaulting at the time being. Maybe they will get that back underway pretty soon. Actually, doing a bit of a pincer movement over there would be big brain to support the main droid force over this way, but we'll see if that actually comes to fruition. Probably won't, I'm guessing. The droids aren't exactly the brightest, but hey, you know, they can sheer will their way through these defenses, then go for it, because they actually have sort of done that. They've broken this choke point down pretty well here. There's really only the clone MG left alive there and some guys further back, but for the most part the clone defenses over here are falling to the droid attacks here, so not bad at all, not bad in the slightest from the battle droids, in a very, very difficult position to be in for the droid army. Though, you got to give props to the clones. They have wiped out many a battle droid infantryman here in the process of being attacked. So, that's not even bad in the slightest either. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good performance from both sides. Again, this little flank area, one droid squad, well, maybe two, went up here and got clapped. But now, no one really seems to be attacking over that way. There's no forces heading that way at all. So, I doubt they really see much more. There's still a lot of droids out here, though, just sort of stuck in these rocks. So, I might start migrating a few of these guys this way, just to get them moving in the battle. There's also some stuck on these rocks here. The AI pathfinding in this is actually just absolute poo. I really wish Men of War would get an update, or they'd release a new game at any point soon. There's been one game like teased for release for the past like 5 years. I would love something updated and more modern to be able to solve a lot of these problems, and then get a new Galaxy at War mod for those, but I just don't see that happening for quite a while. And even if it did, I doubt the pathfinding and stuff for the AI would improve all that much. So yeah, big F right there, but oh well. Oh well. I am still pretty happy with Men of War. It's just a solid game all around. Yeah, there's a ton of droids left alive back here that just never came forward. I think because they got stuck in the labyrinth sort of an area, you know? This is a very elaborate place to be, so the droids just never really managed to get all of their troopers in gear and get them on forward here, or they got stuck on the rocks, things like that, but here they come now. Alright, more droids attacking the inner fortress here, coming up the stairs, firing away at the clone troopers across the way in the hangar bay area. Clones are managing to outgun the droids for now and get quite a number of kills on the battle droid units, wiping them off the face of the earth pretty nicely here. So the clones are doing their job pretty well, to be completely honest. And the flank, it does appear to be under attack once again. Another squad of droids finally choosing to come up here and use that pincer movement that I was talking about. Excuse me. And so move up they do and begin to attack some of these clone troopers over here. Not really getting too much in terms of kills. The clones are actually killing them a bit more than they're killing the clones, so that's a good thing for the Republic here. But I am actually seeing more fire coming in from this way, so maybe these clones over here will end up losing, and then these clones will be flanked. Actually, those three clones all of a sudden get wiped out by the battle droids. These guys are all wiped out. There's still a stack of 3 clones up here, but other than that, the clones have sort of lost this area. There are 2 more clones in this storage bay area, but for the most part, the clones are actually losing this fortress now, and the droids are flanking around this end, killing the clones there, and these guys are distracted back here. So really, the clones are, in fact, getting all discombobulated by the fact that the droids are attacking from 2 different positions here. They don't really know where to defend from, and their choke points are obviously not choke points anymore with the dual attack from the battle droids. So now the clones are beginning to fall to the wayside and lose a little bit. This storage area managing to get a good number of kills here, but both troopers inside do end up going down by the bum rush from the battle droid army. 1 clone remains in this hangar. He ends up going down right there, and the 3 clone troopers up on top of the tower go down as well. So the battle droids have won the day. They did end up winning that battle with the sheer willpower that they had there. Yellow are dead clones, red are dead droids. Droids did lose a lot of troopers throughout the battle, but I think the fact that these defenses for the clones fell so easily without getting many kills, as well as sort of, these areas over here, it resulted in the clones not managing to get enough kills to win the battle, and therefore the droids managed to overpower them at the end of the battle in this fortress area. Also, having the second entrance here really, I think, screwed up the clone troopers. The second entrance left them very exposed in the flank, and they ended up getting devoured by this droid army here. because of the dual pincer movement right there. So tough times for a clone trooper indeed. Either way, guys, that's going to be about it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you to Captain Orange for making this map. He is an absolute champ as a map maker, and I just want to thank him for continuing to make maps to support the Men of War Star Wars Galaxy at War mod community. He's a legend. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Comment down below if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to like the video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.